Test, test, check 1, 2. You know you need unique New York. You know you need unique New York. Does that sound all right? Ah, that's better. You can always tell something's missing when you get isolated results. Like AI that's only right for one of your systems. Get AI that can work across your data and applications. Learn more at IBM.com. The AI built for business. IBM.
Whatever the occasion, effortless elegance is right this way. Because Hilton brings you new ways to stay courtesy of the Nomad London. And it doesn't stop at award-winning dining in a space draped in velvet and illuminated by vintage chandeliers. No, this day goes beyond with unparalleled personalized service and attentive hospitality. Oh, and did we mention the Nomad London can be booked using your Hilton Honors points at Hilton.com? Hilton, for the stay.
Welcome to the Positive Mindset Podcast. My name is Henry Lawrence, and in this episode, we are going to unlock the fun, the joy, the powerful energy within you that can help you live any life that you desire. And make sure to stay tuned to the very end because we're going to take a deep, healing, meditative breath to help us align on this message and move forward throughout the day. So this life that we're living, we can take it so seriously, or we can unlock our true power. Our imagination, our ability to create and visualize is key to changing our life. Whatever it is that you want to experience, no matter what it is, if it's a situation that you're in and you want to shift out of it, if it's a life that you dream, if it's a car that you want, a status, whatever it is, when you can bring in the light of that energy, it becomes possible. When you start to pretend and have fun with it, it becomes comfortable. When it becomes comfortable, you allow yourself to let go and believe that something can be different. When you were a kid, you had a powerful imagination. You could be in a room and it could be a spaceship. You could be in your parents' car and you could be going to Mars. You had the ability to visualize things and make it feel so real. This ability has been lost, but it's so powerful and we need to bring it back. When you start to imagine the life that you want, the experience that you want, and you start to bring that youth-like joy, having fun, imagining yourself driving that car all around, maybe it's some kind of race car, or you see yourself building that building and you're having so much fun, you're laughing and celebrating and watching the stories go up. Whatever it is, when you can learn to pretend to love something, pretend to experience, you become comfortable with what that experience is. And then when you take it to the next level, you start to believe. Because as you perceive, you will receive. And belief is the alignment that needs to happen. So spending time in this energy is powerful. But you see, people, this life is a growth life, earth school, whatever you want to call it. So there's resistance to whenever you want to expand. This resistance isn't bad. It's actually necessary. Our core self is that of a creator. So to create something, we have to go where it doesn't exist, and that's what the resistance is for. That's why when you start daydreaming, you start living this happy life about, oh, I'm going to do this. I'm so excited. I'm going to be this. I'm going to do this. People around you say, you can't do that. You're not going to be able to do that. Nobody from around here gets out. You can't be that. What they're really saying is they can't. Because when you prove that you can create something, anybody that is truly going to see you has to accept the idea that they chose not to. The choice isn't equal and the choice isn't fair. Everyone's coming from different lives, different headaches, different hurts, different traumas. But you are on your own path of creation. What would happen if you started putting joy into your vision? That's powerful. Something I want to equate this to, and maybe you've seen the movie, maybe not, but there was a movie called Monsters, Inc. And in that movie, they used scaring energy to build power. Fear is how they trapped the power, and it was what they were using to run things on. But then they discovered that laughter was more powerful. When you're in your joy, when you're in that laughter, in that ease, things become possible. Because when you're in the joy, when you're in the ease, you see how it gets done versus why it can't. If you're operating in fear, if you're operating in scarcity, you will see by default every reason why it's not going to work. And you might use your strength and your willpower to focus in. And you know what? I see this isn't going to work, but this might make, you might do that. But you're so much powerful when you step into the joy of it. I know that life is hard. I know that you will go through things that are difficult. I know that every day is not going to be a day that you laugh all day. The point is setting the energy with purpose, meaning you're making it intentional in your area of creation, in your mind that is so powerful that is a place of excitement. Because why wouldn't you be excited to create your dream? Why wouldn't you feel playful when you're molding the world around you? This experience is so temporary, and we are the creators of it. There have been so many lives before you that thought everything was so important, that everything was so real, that everything was so permanent, and none of it was. They're gone. And so it's your turn. What do you want to play? Imagine if your mind, every time you woke up, that was the energy you took. How am I going to play today? How am I going to create today? What am I going to do that's going to excite me today? And I know right now, so many of you are feeling the resistance in this energy. You're saying, yeah, Henry, but you don't know what I'm struggling with. This is real. I've got real health problems. I've got real problems in my life. That can be true, but also where you're going can be different. Do you want to focus on what is and continue to create it? Or do you want to give yourself a destination that you're fired up to chase? That you're excited to experience, that you love to be a part of. The way we're born, the way we come to this world is our natural state. And then things happen that compress us, that push us down, that mold us. And they're not bad. It's not saying, well, this is bad, this is good. They're just opportunities. Bring back that energy within your heart. What makes you excited to do? Why would we come here to live a life that we're not excited about? Yes, it's going to take work to change it. Yes, you're going to have to stay consistent with your mental thought. You're going to stay disciplined with the way your process is. It's not just given to you. But why live a life that you're not proud of? And I know some of you are stuck in bed. Some of you are stuck in a cycle that you can't see a way out of. There is a path. You just need to become the person that can see it. Who do you want to become and start thinking like that person now? Is your goal to get to a destination in life and be miserable? Is your goal to get a destination in life and not be happy, not know how to play, not know how to laugh, not know how to smile, not to be at peace? I don't think so. Your goal is to be. That's it. So how do you want to be and start being that version of yourself now? There's so much power within you. You can feel it. When you were a kid, you could look at something and it could change. And you'd be so sure that was the reality. You could look at a building and change it into a rocket ship. And to you, it was. And you would play that whole day with that being the reality. Well, now you're older. You can do things. You can invest. You can get jobs. You can learn. You can do so much. And if you allow that imagination, that pure energy within you to start existing, you'd be amazed at what you start seeing. You'd be amazed at something that no longer excited you. All of a sudden starts to bring joy because you realize what it can be. I don't love this job right now, but I know what it can be. I don't love the situation I'm in right now, but I know what it can be. And I'm going to use my imagination, start visualizing it into something that is powerful, something that is exciting, so that when I step into it, I'm in full flow state. There are so many things to know in this life. About creation, about manifestation, about the law of attraction. There are so many things. But do it in your highest energy. Who do you want to be? Do you want to be the person that's jaded, that's angry about everything, that's sad? Even if things happen to you that it makes sense that you're that way, why would you want that to be your experience? You change it. We are called to be the rising tide. Well, all of that is about energy. And so if you're achieving things, but you're out of alignment and you're in misery, that is not a rising tide's energy. And it doesn't mean you're failing. It just means you're missing what you truly can be. So what we're going to do is we're going to take a deep breath in. And when you breathe in, allow yourself to go back to being a kid. This isn't about lowering your understanding or anything like that. It's just going back to that innocence of energy. Maybe there's a moment in time that comes to your mind. It was a distinct time where you were playing, where you're doing something, and everything was okay just for that moment. Go back to that energy. And then go into today with those eyes. And allow that version of you to look ahead, to see what can be, to see what can be imagined, to see what can be visualized, to see what can be created. Just spend time with the pureness of you in that moment. And then when you exhale, allow anything that doesn't resonate with you to leave you. Are you ready? Take just a moment to find yourself and deep breath in. And out. You are an infinite being that has infinite strength, infinite power, and infinite possibility. You just have to start to believe. If you can't even pretend that something is possible for you, you'll never believe it. So start with this step. It's the youth, it's the energy, it's the basic, it's the floor. And when you learn how to become it and you bring your energy to it and you start moving up to your destination, you become the rising tide that lifts all ships. Well, thank you so much for listening. I hope this episode was impactful and gave you a different perspective on whatever it is that you're going through. If you want to make sure you don't miss a single episode and you want to go deeper into the messages, make sure you subscribe to my email list, because I send an email out every single day that has simple, easy to follow exercises to help you dive into this more, that break it down so you can make the mental shift, make the mental alignment every single morning. So if you subscribe to that email list, you will get it and we can grow together. You can also follow me on social media. There's my Instagram and TikTok down below as well. I appreciate all the follows there. And as I've been mentioning, if you are somebody that's looking for positive investments, that's looking to do something to expand in your abundance, to expand in your reach, to expand in your understanding, to expand in your life, I have the few spots open in my real estate coaching program. This is for somebody that wants to get invested, that wants to work with me. And I know this isn't for everybody, but if you are that person and you've been thinking about it, you've been wondering how to get into it, this could be the best opportunity for you, because you know the alignment of me, you know the core values I have, and we can connect together and do something amazing. Again, there's only 3 spots for this currently right now because of the time commitment and the involvement that you and I will have together. This is the right thing for the right person, and I'm looking forward to connecting you. Just email me at henry@vibeabundant.com. That's HENRY at VIBEabundant.com. I appreciate everybody that's reached out. It's been some great conversations, and I'm looking forward to talking to you too. Well, thank you so much for listening. Have a great day, and I can't wait to talk to you next time.